Well, we are live here, getting ready to bring you some Minutemen basketball, but we'll give you a preview that we made during last game with the Maids that goes a little bit in depth with the new renovations done to the gym floor. So let's roll the
Welcome to our pregame interview. I'm Ella Pinkney. Here with me today are some members from our boys basketball team. Joining us today from Hope Gas are President Mr. Morgan and contractor Mr. Larry Snyder, as well as our very own head basketball Minute Maids coach Joe Nichols. Now I will turn it over to our LCN reporters who will ask some questions. Here with our first question is Manny Robinson.
Thanks, Ella, and a big thank you to Hope Gas. We are excited to use this improved facility. My first question is, what inspired Hope Gas to get involved with this project?
So what inspired Hope Gas was actually it's the basketball coach, right? Joe's an important part of our team, not only your coach, but he's an important part of the Hope Gas team. And if you ever want to convince somebody the need for something, the best advice, and Joe followed it, was to bring us down and showed it to us. So both Janelle and I came down here, and we saw two things. One, we saw the passion of Joe. He raised money to put this incredible locker room together. So we knew there was a lot of fire and a lot of passion there. And then we saw the gym, and no offense to anybody, but I've been in a lot of gyms, and I said, this is probably one of the worst gyms I've ever been in. And with Joe's passion, and really, I'll just say it, some amazing people like Larry, we just decided this is something that we wanted to be a part of. Part of our story is that we're trying to move the state of West Virginia forward. And you don't really do that if the people who live here, the families, and particularly the students, don't feel the hope for the future. And so we felt like the kids in Lewis County deserve to have an amazing gym because we think their future is amazing. And we want them to feel that way. And hopefully, just keep going with the Hope Gas hope here, someday they come and work for Hope Gas. So I'll let Janelle add her 2 cents as well.
I completely agree with Morgan. Joe Nichols is an excellent salesman besides being an excellent coach. But the fact that he brought us down here, he walked us through it. We stood on the floor. He explained how dangerous it's becoming for the students here and the teams. And, we realized we have to do something and have a partnership to do something. But just to echo on what Morgan said, the other piece of this is a lot of our employees, not just Joe, come through Lewis County High. Their kids are here in Lewis County. Our operational hub is here in Lewis County, and it was important for us to not only give the kids here a facility that they can look at every day and see that Hope Gas is more than just a natural gas provider to their homes, but also the fact that we really want to partner with the school, with the partners in education and the future of the students, and hope, keying off the word, that we can really keep the kids here in West Virginia in their future, and maybe they would recognize Hope Gas as a great employment opportunity for them.
So first of all, I want to say that these improvements are really great, and it won't just benefit the athletes; it'll also benefit the PE students and everyone else who uses the gym. So my first question, if you guys don't mind me asking, is how much did this project cost?
So the question is, how much did this project cost? And I'll just say this: it's been such an enlightenment for me. I'm new to West Virginia, so I'm probably the only person in this room who can't say I grew up here. But what I've learned is there's some amazing people who sometimes are the quietest folks. Guys like Larry Snyder, who literally the first time we were in a meeting talking about this, he said to me, Morgan, I can remove that gym floor. I have teams of people that will do the work here. and we'll do it for nothing, right? So you have a construction project with people with incredible hearts who, as quietly, Hope Gas's name is all over this court, so we realize that. But Larry's a person who I bet has touched more things in the state than we'll ever know. But I would just say that it cost his sweat equity, his time and effort, because he cares about people in the county and really wants to see kids like you all have a better future. I don't know, Larry, you want to add your 2 cents to what it cost you to spend all that time and effort?
Yeah. It was like a team effort. Hope Gas came in at the very top, and then it was then I had to go find a few more $100,000. So everybody chipped in. The county commission came along. It was just a big group effort. I needed a new sound system. We had um, Hardman Trucking, AJ Burke, and McCarty. Yeah, it's a total group effort to get the project complete.
And I got one more question for you guys. So, how come you guys chose our school?
Right back to Morgan. So again, I'm not the West Virginian here, but Joe and Janelle actually educated me that this is the only high school in Lewis County, right? So kids from all over the county depend on this school, and a lot of the kids from Lewis County don't go on to college, right? They do other things. We're a company where most of our employees didn't go to college. They learn to work with their hands. They learn skills. They become really valuable people, and it all just fit. It was like, this is a group of students who we want to support and show that there is a bright future, regardless of whether you go to college or not. And an opportunity for you may or may not be to work in our industry and to support your family and have a good family sustaining job. But that was the message we wanted to send. And Lewis County checked all the boxes. I mean, had a passionate employee right in the heart of our service territory with lots of employees that touch this school. But also I'll just say it, the fact that when I looked at that gym, I felt like it was the forgotten school, right? And we wanted to shine a light on it. And we hope all the kids who come to school here, whether it's play basketball or PE class, feel like there's a little bit brighter light shining on them because of this.
Thank you, and I'm gonna hand it off to Lucas Municipal.
So I have a couple questions for you guys, and my first question is, who did Hope Gas work with to get the work done, and did you guys have any donors?
Yeah, you want to do it or you want me to do it? So our donors and who did we work with? We started out working with R.L. Huffman. Dan Huffman, he is on the Kentucky line. He is a West Virginia company, and talking with Morgan and Janelle, we wanted to keep it in West Virginia. Everything to do is based on West Virginia, so we did keep the in-house company in West Virginia. And we worked with R.L. Huffman. They are the ones who did the bleachers, the scoreboards, and the floor. And then we also, we had donors. There was multiple people, like Larry said, it was a group effort and multiple people jumping in on this. It was Hope Gas, Snyder Construction, the LC County Commission, Dwayne Doss, Doss Enterprises. You had AJ Burke, Adam Burkhammer. You had Kevin Hardman with Hardman Trucking. You had John McCarty with McCarty Septic Services. Eastern Gas also donated labor. And then you also had TJ Designs, who did the graphics. And I think that was about it. And the last guy, yes, I did forget. We just finished the sound system about an hour and a half ago. Yes, he was cleaning up, and yes, United Sound. Jeremy and Keith from Bridgeport did a fantastic job of getting it done before the deadline. And yes, and he made me sweat. Actually, he called me Monday evening, and I asked him. I said, I guess we're not going to make the December 4th deadline. And he said, I'm going to test it. He said, if you can get me the next 2 days, I'm going to get it finished. So, and he held true to his word. So.
Thank you. I just want to add that the gym looks amazing and everybody is happy with how it turned out. Thank you. I have one more question. How long did it take from start to finish the gym?
So we started, we tore the bleachers down from August 12th to the 16th. The upstairs bleachers, we tore those down in that aspect. And then we started tearing the floor up August 25th. And the completed date for the sound system and all would be December 4th. But we had everything pretty much finished up end of September. Yeah, end of September, first into October, first 2 weeks October, we were really cleaning up and really just finishing up the project in a whole. So I would say second week October.
As a student, like every day coming into school, looking through the gym windows, I just want to say that it was done really fast.
Well, I just want to say thank you again to you all. And does anybody have anything else they'd like to add?
I can finish it. So, I mean, and Morgan and Janelle don't know this. So, like, this started really about 3 years ago. It was our first shop hop, actually, at Jane Lou. And I was sitting there sweating bullets back in the back with Tim Bailey because you have a public figure like Morgan and Janelle that came in. They're new to us. We're nervous to meet them for one, but also you look at what he had done in the past, and all you have to do is Google his name and read some articles, and he's done a lot of amazing things. So I'm sitting in the back sweating, and Tim Bailey looks at me and he goes, "The worst he can do, Joe, is say no." so I was like, well, okay. So I waited my time, and I actually waited in a line that wrapped around the room that everybody was talking to him, and I got up to him last and said, well, I would like you to come look and take a look at our gyms and see if you could help us out. I said, we're a county that has one school in one high school in the county. You know, we haven't had an upgrade to a facility in 30 years. The school was built in 1994. So it kind of started like that. And I mean, it was just, yeah. And then it was come in and, but like the aspect is like, once he looked at it, and Janelle even told me this, is like, I'm going to have to hold him back because I think he's ready to cut a check right now. so I was like, oh no, don't do that. But no, I mean, he took it. I mean, he grabbed the bull by the horns, I guess you could say. And, you know, he rounded up Larry and put a great team of people together. I know he gives us the credit, but also, I mean, he's the one who got us here. I mean, he's the one who jump-started the project and got the people here. And I'm going to add this is like, he's done an amazing thing for Lewis County, but, you know, he's far more stretched out than that. He has taken West Virginia and the job infrastructure and keeps growing it. And it's just going to keep growing. And it's a great place to work at. Great people, great bosses. And like, you never need to be scared of the man because he's one of you. He'll sit at a tailgate with you and hang out and talk. And I mean, he introduced me to Darren DeVries. Was like my life was like complete. So I'm sitting there talking to Darren, and you know, it's just he's a great man. Janelle is a great woman. They're great to work for. So we can't thank you enough, Larry, and everybody for what you guys have done. Oh, thank you. I think that's all I have, Ella.
Yep. Well, I think we all just want to say thank you, and thank you for your time.
And then what would you call this? I hate full concert.
Strong showing last season, our Lewis County boys basketball team opened their season in Big Ten play at home on Thursday on the floor against Preston County. Last season, Lewis County was consistently ranked within the top 10 for AAA. They finished 14-11, falling short in the regional championship to the eventual state championship winner, Shady Spring. The Minutemen lost 4 seniors, but they will look to replace the production with 2 new seniors, Maddox Gillespie and Jordan Baxter, while also looking for younger JV players from last year to contribute. Even with new players being asked to contribute, the Minutemen are still projected to be one of the top teams in AAA this season. Preston finished last season with a record of 7-16, losing to University in the opening round of sectionals. The Knights will only be missing 2 seniors, while also returning their 2 top scorers from last season. In last year's matchup, our boys fell short 51-59 at Preston, but the last time Preston beat us on our court was 10 years ago. The game will be streamed by LCN on Lewis County Athletics. JV starts at 5:45 and varsity at 7:30 p.m. Let's go, Minutemen!
Welcome back to the broadcast of the Hometown Minutemen and the Preston County Knights. We are live inside the George Whalen Press Box on the grounds of LCHS for this season opener for the Minutemen. The Minutemen are looking to get their season started off strong here at home, and the Minutemen finished their season in regional play last year where they lost to the AAA state champions Shady Springs with a 14-11 record. The Knights finished off their season with a 7-16 record. This is a Big Ten Conference matchup. But since last season, there's been some renovations done to the gym, as you can tell. And a big thanks to Hope Gas for those renovations. So, as we get ready for player introductions this evening, I am Caden Smith alongside
Zane Stewart. I'm very excited to be back. This is where it all started with basketball.
Yes.
Sad I couldn't be here for the Maids opener. I was in Buchanan wrestling, but thrilled to be here tonight.
as I think we're getting ready to have the ROTC led by Sergeant Linger with the presentation of the flags.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Lewis County High School for tonight's home opener between the Preston County Knights and your Lewis County Minutemen. We would like to thank Hope Gas for their generous sponsorship for our new gym floor. Please help us take care of our new floor by not eating or drinking any food or drinks in the gymnasium. Food and beverages can be enjoyed in the cafeteria. Again, thank you for helping us care for our new floor, and thank you, Hope Gas. At this time, we would ask that everyone please rise as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Presenting the colors for tonight's contest, the Lewis County High School Air Force Junior ROTC at Right Rifle Cadet Captain Adam Dinkelo. At U.S. Flag Cadet First Lieutenant Jacob Abington. At West Virginia Flag Cadet Airman Basic Isabella Dulia. At Lewis County Flag Cadet Airman Basic Bella Urban, and at Left Rifle Cadet Major Trendon Roberts.
Preston County is doing their player intros as we are speaking. They got their starting five. Zane, you want to do them?
We got number 3, Aiden Schmidl. Number 23, Caden Bachtel. Number 30, Easton Hayes. Number 32, Slayton Manco. And number 54, Aaron White.
And now here's your starting five for the Minutemen. On your screen now, you have point guard, number 1, Manny Robinson. Number 2, shooting guard, the sophomore, Lucas Mudaspaul. Number 5, the shooting guard, junior, Kyle Hayhurst. Number 13, the center that's a senior, Ben Putnam. And last but not least, number 24, the power forward, senior, Maddox Gillespie.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you can tell from home, but Caden made me do Preston because he didn't want to have to say Schmidl and Bachtel, and so he gets to do all the easy names because the kids we go to school with.
Hey, I like the little reference you made there with Schmidl there before we got live.
I made a
Schmidl in the middle?
Schmidl in the middle.
Only if he was a center, we could use that.
Hey, he might be in the middle of the court some night tonight. Yeah, he has to be in the middle of the
Eight
court.
at least.
Has to be in the middle of the court at some point tonight, so I'm sure we'll get to use it.
Hit that. As we get ready for tip, Ben Putnam wins the tip. And that'll be
Hit out of bounds by Preston, Lewis County ball. Manny Robinson to Hayhurst. Gillespie now back to Robinson.
Robinson will look to drive. Hand it out to Mudaspaul. Almost stolen. Ben Putnam at the top of the key. That's something you normally don't see. As the ball gets stolen, Schmidl to the middle. And that layup's good.
Schmidl over to Bachtel, and Bachtel finishes on the glass.
That'll be the first 2 points of the game as Robinson carries the ball up the floor. He'll hand it off to Hayhurst. Now to Putnam underneath. Ball's tipped and recovered by Manco. Guess that's how you say that one?
Manco getting defended by Hayhurst. Manco finishing, no good. White rebound, no good. White rebound, no good. White rebound. That time it's good, and he gets the foul.
That's going to be and one for White. Foul's going to be on Maddox Gillespie. That's going to be the first foul of the game.
You know, Caden, that is one way to boost your numbers right there. He is, at that rate, going to have 10 rebounds in the first quarter.
White shoots 68% from the field as his free throw is good. I should say from the free throw line, not from the field. That'll give Preston an early 5-0 lead here. Just under 2 minutes in this first quarter.
Robinson driving, foul on the floor. Never mind, not on the floor.
That's going to be on Hayes, Easton Hayes. That's going to be his third.
First.
Oh, yeah, my bad. Woo! I seen the 3 for 30, and
Robinson gets the first to go.
Robinson shot 74% from the free throw line last year.
He only missed the second one. Bachtel looking to Schmidl, and he gets it to go on the reverse. Robinson over to Mudaspaul.
Mudaspaul to Hayhurst. He'll look to drive, hands it to Gillespie. He'll look to drive, hands it off to Ben Putnam underneath. They're fighting for it, and that's going to be a travel. Possession for Preston. I thought that might have been an out of bounds call, the way Ben Putnam laid on the ground there. It almost looked like a Peyton Goodwin laying on the floor, fighting for the ball there. Bachtel
trying to look for White, but he doesn't have him. That ball will go out of bounds. Minutemen possession.
Hayhurst inbounds to Robinson. Robinson will carry it up the floor as the point guard for the Minutemen.
Gillespie fires a three. No good. Rebound Hayhurst.
Hayhurst will hand it out to Robinson. Robinson will look to drive and hands it right to the defense. That's going to be Hayes.
Hayes to Schmidl. Schmidl to Bachtel.
Bachtel at the top of the key. Bachtel driving. No good. Mudasball with the rebound. Hayhurst trying to drive up the floor, but he's going to be fouled. That foul's going to be on Hayes. I'm really impressed with the population over in the student section tonight.
Hopefully we'll get a look for you guys a little bit later, but student section theme is frat party.
Hayhurst will look to drive from the corner. That's White trying to get it, but instead Smith will end up with it. Schmidl to Manco. Manco will look to set the offense. Get something a rolling. He'll hand it off to Bachtel. Now White.
Manco to Schmidl. Schmidl for three. And it's no good. Rebound White. Rebound. And the putback's there. White now up to 5 points on the night.
Minutemen are going to have to find a way to get the rebounds. As the Minutemen will call a timeout. We'll get you something to look at here in a second. We are part of Channel 3, so we'll give you the Channel 3 intro. Yep, stop it. Inbounds from Robinson, and you have Ben Putnam driving, and that's good.
Hayhurst to pick up Manco over to Schmidl.
Schmidl looking to drive. That layup's good. Look for Gillespie in the corner. He'll look to hand it off to Ben Putnam. Putnam spin around. No good as White on the rebound. It's going to be Manco driving it down the floor.
And a horrible throw from Preston, and that's going to be an over the back. Over the back. My goodness. Over and back.
So we have Jesse Kemper checking into the game.
Hayhurst will take a seat.
Maybe look for Jesse Kemper out on the corner. Read my mind. Gillespie out on the corner, looks to drive, and he's going to get called for a travel. If you just put Sims in that timeout, what would you told your team?
Somebody's going to have to eventually stop White from getting all these second chance opportunities, and I'm guessing Putnam's going to have to be the one to do it. Putnam with a block there. Robinson going up the court.
Robinson on the fast break look. He'll look to drive underneath. He's fouled. 2 shots coming his way. It's going to be 2 shots for Robinson. That foul is on Smith, Tristan Smith. Manny Robinson shot 74% from the free throw line last year, going 26 of 35.
And that'll bring Robinson's foul shot percentage up to the night to 75%, and it'll close the gap on Preston's lead to just 6 points. Double
And
dribble on Manco. I'm sorry, Kane. I did not mean to throw my pen at you. Yeah, I was meaning to throw it at Jackson.
Robinson will drive up the floor, hand it off to Jesse Kemper. Heavily guarded by Manco in the corner. Robinson. It's going to be a Manco foul on the floor, blocking foul. Manco's first. Robinson to end bounce here with 2:30 left in the first quarter. Robinson will look for Kemper at the top of the key. It's going to be another on the floor foul.
This one's on Smith.
Yep. No.
Putnam's first shot is no good. Putnam misses his second one as well. Bachtel taking it up the court. Over to Manco.
Now to Cash Jenkins that checked in earlier. It's going to be Bachtel on that layup. Ben Putnam to set the screen on Manco for Robinson. Kemper looking for Robinson. Right. Another on the floor foul. That's going to be on. We don't have that one. I can tell you who that is.
Putnam finally gets his first free throw to go. Robinson out and Hayhurst out. McKee and Carlton are in. Kemper guarding Jenkins. Over to Schmidl. Bachtel looking to drive, and he's got it.
Kemper will hand it out to Carlton. Back to Kemper. He looked to take the shot. Instead, handed off to Putnam. Spin move. That's good.
Less than a minute to go in the first quarter. Bachtel taking it up the court. Preston still in the lead by 6.
Bachtel will look to drive from the corner. That layup's blocked by Caleb McKee. Maddox Gillespie, fast break up the floor. He's going to be fouled. 2 shots his way. Is this a possible turnaround of the momentum the Minutemen will need?
Schmidl for 3. He's got it.
Is that a response from Preston?
Kemper looking to do something with the ball. He'll get it to Carlton. Carlton shoots the 3. No good. Out of bounds. It'll stay on Lewis County.
Well, Zane, try to commentate this the best you can, because,
Are we down?
yeah, they can't see nothing.
All right, we're back to radio style. The inbounds pass is Carlton, and he'll get it to Kemper. Kemper driving the baseline. Floater, no good. Rebound, Preston. It's Schmidl. Schmidl over to Bechtel. Bechtel on the buzzer from half court. Off the rim, no good. And that's the end of your first quarter. Your score, Preston 18, and your home. So look at a blank screen. Again. We're going to send you a attendance PSA. That way you don't have to look at a blank screen.
Fans, just like showing up to cheer on our Minutemen and maids, showing up to school is a slam dunk for success. Did you know students with good attendance perform better in the classroom and beyond?
In Lewis County schools, every minute matters, just like every play on the court. Whether you're hitting the books.
You know who I have my first match tomorrow? My only competition in my whole tournament. It's Kent Phil Barker. He's ranked 1. I was getting mad at practice just thinking about it. Just to make him lean in some way. All right, it's Schmidl with the ball. Schmidl over to LaRue. Sorry, unfamiliar face right there. And that's Bechtel. To Schmidl. Schmidl, the deep 3, no good. Rebound from Cash Jenkins. Jenkins with the ball now. He'll get it to Schmidl. Schmidl driving, and he'll dump it off to LaRue. LaRue looks underneath. It'll get kicked out to Schmidl. Schmidl driving. Schmidl kicking it out. Back in the hands of Jenkins. LaRue to Bechtel. Bechtel driving. Stripped. Schmidl's got it. Schmidl finishes on the glass. That's your first double-digit lead tonight as Preston goes up 20-10. Baxter went to Kemper, over to Gillespie. Gillespie driving. He shoots. He's got it. And potential and one coming up here for the Minutemen. Preston has done a great job so far this game in controlling the tempo. Literally, it's been Lewis County fast break opportunities and a few scores inside that have got them on the board, but with a chance of three-point play here from Gillespie. And it'll be good.
Back in the game's Ben Putnam. So you have Putnam, McKee, Robinson, Baxter, and Kemper. As Schmidl will hand it off to Bechtel, and
Not sure what the call was, but it'll be an inbounds pass. It's Bachtel looking for White. It's no good, but Jenkins gets the rebound over to White, and foul.
Lewis County
It
foul.
is the foul on the floor. That one's going to be on Baxter. His first. Bachtel for the inbound pass. He'll get it to LaRue, over to Jenkins. Bachtel, 3, no good. Rebound, Jenkins. Jenkins puts it back up, no good. Rebound, Putnam.
Well, we're trying to get you to where you can watch this game the best we can and as fast as possible, but
Baxter now with the ball. McKee,
corner.
wide open, corner 3. He's got it. It's Jenkins with the ball now for the Knights. And he'll get it to LaRue. LaRue to Bachtel. Bachtel trying to work the baseline, and he'll get fouled as he goes to the glass.
Foul's going to be on Manny Robinson. It's going to be 2 shots for Bachtel. Bachtel shot 67% from the free throw line last year, going 32 of 48.
Bachtel's first one is good, making the score 16 to 22.
21.
21. I did not think they'd update the score that fast. Bachtel's second shot is also good. Minutemen 16, Preston Knights 22. It's Robinson taking it up the floor. Robinson to Kemper. Screen set by Gillespie. Kemper doesn't use it. Kemper back with the ball to McGee. Putnam. Putnam working the inside. He's got 2.
Make it 22-18 here with 5:30 left in the second quarter.
Bachtel down to White. White makes 2-man's jump and strip the ball out from Kemper. Kemper
Fast break up the floor.
looking for something, not much. Robinson now has the ball. Robinson deep 3, no good. Off the glass. Rebounds Jenkins. Jenkins heading up the floor now, looking for Bachtel. Won't pass. He's got LaRue.
LaRue will go to the top of the key, hands it off to Bachtel in the corner. Corner 3 is no good. McKee with the rebound. Jesse Kemper up the floor now for the Minutemen. Crossed half court and off the feet of Bachtel. It's going to be inbounds on the far sideline for Robinson. Going to be looking for Kemper by half court.
Inbound pass to Kemper. Kemper over to Gillespie. Gillespie back to Kemper. Kemper, top of the 3. He's got it, and that'll be Kemper's first 3. And the Minutemen are now down by 1, 21 to 22, with 4:30 left to go in the second quarter. Jenkins over to LaRue. LaRue over to Manco. Manco to Schmidl. Schmidl back to Jenkins. Jenkins 3 contested, no good. Rebound Gillespie. Pass over to Kemper. Kemper takes the ball up the floor.
Crossed half court. He'll get picked up in the corner. Now Gillespie driving. Foul line. Hands it out to Kemper. He'll look to hand it out to Robinson in the corner. Kemper, top of the key. Now to Putnam. Over to Robinson in the corner.
Kemper, deep 3, no good. Rebound White. Schmidl now on the attack.
On the attack.
On the attack. I'm sorry, I need water. Manco looking for something. He's got Schmidl. Schmidl driving back down to Manco, over to LaRue. LaRue driving. He'll fire it over to Schmidl. Schmidl for 3, no good. Rebound by White after it rolls for a little bit. Underneath pass to Schmidl, and he's got 2.
Really just got the rebound off the roll there.
Great pass, though, from White, looking and able to find Schmidl down there in traffic.
Robinson, top of the key, setting the offense. Hands it over to Kemper.
Kemper down to Putnam. Putnam looking to drive, shoots, blocked by Schmidl. Schmidl now on the attack. It's a one-on-one with Gillespie. He cuts to the left, and he's got it.
Down to 3 minutes left here in this second quarter as Robinson will cross half court. He's guarded by Manco right around the logo. That's going to be off the feet of Manco. Inbounds on the far sideline.
And substitutes now coming in. Kemper is out for Carlton, and McGee is out for Mudaspal.
Carlton inbounds. He'll look for Municipal or Robinson, but instead he'll look for Ben Putnam in the corner, driving underneath for Carlton, and he traveled.
Hayes getting ready to take the inbound pass for Preston.
And here comes the full court press and full court pressure from the Minutemen.
It's LaRue taking it up for the Knights. LaRue over to Manco. Manco back to LaRue.
He's at the top of the key.
LaRue to Hayes. To Manco.
He looked to shoot.
Manco back at the top, looking to drive. It's back in the hands of LaRue. LaRue driving, foul line, no. Passes it out to Bachtel. Bachtel back to the foul line. Under a look pass to White, and he'll get fouled on the shot. It'll be White back to the foul line. So I think the third time tonight he's been there.
That foul is going to be on Lucas Mudaspal here with 2:13 left in the second quarter as White misses his first. He is 26 of 38 from the free throw line and a 68% free throw percentage.
And he'll miss them both. Rebound Putnam. Putnam over to Mudaspal. Mudaspal taking it up the court. He'll get it to Carlton. Carlton down in the corner to Gillespie. Gillespie shoots the three. No good. Rebound Putnam. Putnam puts it back up. No good. Rebound Manco. Manco trying to drive and fouled by Carlton. And Carlton will make his way to the bench, and Hayhurst will come in to replace him. It's Hayes with the inbound pass. He'll get it to Manco. Back down to Hayes now. Hayes with room. He's looking up the court. Cross-court pass to Manco. Manco fires long pass to LaRue. LaRue for three. No good. Rebound and foul somewhere. And they're going to say Lewis County ball. It's on White. I believe his first.
Go ahead.
If, in case you guys just happen to be wondering, a picture that I colored is Caden's wall screen. I'm very proud of it. Anyways, Robinson with the ball. Screen set by Gillespie. Robinson still dribbling over to Hayhurst, now to Mudaspal.
In the corner underneath the Ben Putnam foul. That's going to be on LaRue. That's going to be the third foul on the Knights here with 1:30 before the half. Gillespie wide open from the three-point line, hands it off to Robinson. Now over to Hayhurst.
Deep two, no good. Rebound Manco.
Manco on Lewis County side of the floor. He turns it over. Mudaspal on the
And Manco will be charged with a foul, and it'll be an inbound pass. Man, I can't say that tonight.
For Hayhurst.
For Hayhurst, man. You know, that's the one word I'm really struggling with tonight. I can't say inbound pass for some reason.
Lineup inbounds. There's a few words I can't say either. But anyways, Robinson out by the corner. He'll look to set the offense. Hands it out to Mudaspal. Top of the key. Works it over to the corner to Hayhurst. Now to Robinson. At the top of the key, he'll back up, set the offense again. Hands it out corner. Gillespie underneath for Putnam. Foul. It's going to be on the floor. That's going to be on LaRue.
That is
LaRue's third.
We were both a little shocked to get that news, and it'll be Putnam to the line now with 46 seconds left to go in the half, and the Minutemen down by 5. He'll miss the first one.
Ben Putnam shot 22 of 28 from the free throw line last year, making him a 79% free throw shooter.
He's a hair below that mark tonight, but the second one is good.
And that'll make it a 26-22 game here. And Jesse Kemper will check back into the game. Robinson will go to the bench.
Hayes the inbound pass. I got it that time, Caden. And he'll find Bachtel over to Jenkins. Jenkins looking over to LaRue. LaRue open three, no good.
Bounces
Rebound
out.
Kemper.
Fast break look for Kemper. He's driving, hands it out to Ben Putnam.
And they're going to get Ben Putnam with a charge there. Thirty 30.6 seconds left to go in the half, and the score is 22 Minutemen, 26 Knights.
I thought you was getting ready to call the Hayes inbounds there.
No, I'm not trying to push my envelope with that. Anyways, it's Hayes, and he'll get it over to Jenkins. Jenkins to LaRue, down to White. White looking to score, and no good. It'll be Hayhurst with the rebound over to Mudis-Paul. 13 seconds left. Down to Kemper. Kemper stumbles the pass. Kemper double teamed, looking for McGee. McGee down to Gillespie. Gillespie fighting, puts it up, and he has a foul as he shoots with 3.9 seconds left on the clock.
And that's going to be Aaron White on the foul with 3.9 seconds left here in this first half of action. It's going to send Maddox Gillespie to the free throw line. I'd like to know his free throw percentages so far tonight as the first one goes down.
He's been pretty good, Caden. If he makes this, it'll become a 2-point game, 1 score. And it'll be rebound from Lewis. Bad shot from McGee. And Hayes throws it like a football across the court. And it'll be on the ground down by Robinson.
And that's your half, your score. Preston County Knights 26 and the Lewis County Minutemen 23. It's kind of first half thoughts before we go to commercial break.
I think Preston, for the most part, has kind of controlled their offensive pace when they've wanted to speed it up and get that open looks from LaRue and Bechtel. It's been there. Schmidl has had a few nice shots, and when they've wanted to slow it down and try to get it into White, it's been there too. But you really seen, especially in that second quarter, you guys see a lot better look of the Minutemen's offense as they started to come to life, per se. You got to see Kemper with a 3 and a lot more looks inside to both Putnam and Gillespie, which is ideally what this team wants.
I mean, like you said, better second half offensively for the Minutemen, getting a lot better looks, and I think they've done a lot better job defending White underneath, getting rebounds, double teaming, getting blocks, especially that Caleb McKee block. I like the fast break looks that the Minutemen are getting here, especially in the second quarter. Really just a overall better second quarter versus the first quarter.
The Minutemen, with that being said, the Minutemen do need to do a little bit better job on capitalizing on some of these fast break opportunities.
Yeah.
Most of the time when they get these 2-on-1 or 3-on-2 looks, a lot of times they're still slowing it down or just getting trapped out. And some key fouls from Manco, which on the Mudis-Paul fast break, which was a smart foul from Manco, slowing down their offense. With that, we'll send you guys.
About time, where you been?
I'm sorry,
Were you talking to another guy? I don't, whatever. Let's go, we're gonna be late for the party. Why are you drinking that? Like, actually drink. Like, for real.
I don't want to drink tonight.
I don't care. What are you doing? I can't eat.
don't know what her problem is, bro. She's so wasted, dude. And fell all over on the table, bro. Knocked down my cup palm.
No, stop. I don't want this. No, stop. I don't.
Okay, so I'm Kellen Bruffy here with Dusty Metzger.
How's it going? Nice game so far. I think what happened there in the first quarter to the Minutemen was, that famous quote about everyone has a plan until they get punched in the mouth.
Yeah.
I think that first quarter, the first few minutes of that were that proverbial punch in the mouth.
Yeah.
And I think the Minutemen have been finding ways to respond so far. Preston County, terrific ball movement in the half court. That's something I think the Minutemen need to mirror a little more.
Yeah.
There's a lot more of a tendency to catch the ball in the perimeter and dribble a little bit first when you just need to kick it over. But inside, the addition of Maddox Gillespie, we're seeing strength in there. We still got to get White off the boards.
Yeah.
But so far, I'm not hating what I'm seeing out of the Minutemen. A little bit of a slow start, but I do believe they'll figure it out and be into this game to the very last moment. It has all the makings of a dogfight.
Yeah, I think I mean a lot of the slow start can be attributed to Preston going man to start. I think they anticipated the 2-3 with Preston's size inside. They wanted to pack it in and pack it in on Ben. And I think we anticipated the 2-3 and they went man to start, which they switched into that 2-3 a few times throughout. They're changing it up on us. Making it we can't adapt.
Yeah, throwing us varying defensive looks.
So I think, as you said, to Maddox's point, like I think he brings an energy to this team that I think we'll really need, and I think he needs to be more aggressive, especially when they're focusing on Ben heavily. I think he needs to take the ball and take over and be that second option.
Yeah, that's absolutely, I think, what we need to happen. I will also give a shout out to Caleb McKee off the bench. I thought he provided really nice energy, hit a really nice three. He rebounds well. And another intriguing thing I'm seeing from the Minutemen is going deeper on that bench, and I think that is really going to pay off as the season wears on.
Yeah, and I think we can outrun them. And I think if we sub constantly and rotate guys, that we can wear them down. Throughout the game, especially if we start to push the tempo, get out in transition a little bit more than we have.
Absolutely.
And I think it'll get them in foul trouble if we get out in transition. And
I won't stop you there. I think that's really important. You brought up foul trouble. I think this is going to come down to who hits their free throws in the second half.
Yeah, because I mean, if you look at do you know like the fouls?
Yeah.
Like how many fouls Preston had?
That they were in the penalty both quarters.
Yeah.
They also go kind of deep on their bench, and I mean, props to this Preston team. There's a lot of athleticism out there, a lot of aggression taking it to the basket. Lewis County got to play better perimeter defense.
Yeah. And I think we have to help better. I don't think we've been rotating over, making
Yeah.
making the right rotates from
Yeah, I think that's fair. And
guys.
these are all first game things.
Yeah.
And I think, over the season, these things get fixed and we will play ourselves into being a pretty tough team by playoff time.
Yeah.
I really believe that. Ben Putnam's looked really good inside. Um, Manny had a slow start. I expect to see more from him this quarter. Kyle Hayhurst gave some good minutes. Jesse Kemper came in and hit a deep three.
Yeah.
There are options for Lewis County this year on the offensive end that are more developed than they were at this time last year,
Yeah.
and I expect them to develop very nicely. All right, got about 2 minutes to go here.
So what do you think about some of these young players? Because really, if you think about it, the guys with JV experience,
Mhm.
you have Manny, or not JV, varsity experience. You have Manny, Ben, and a little bit of Caleb and Kyle.
Yeah.
And outside of that, it's
Yeah, you're talking two guys who played basically every minute that they were able last year, with a mixture of guys who had very few minutes. And I think those guys who had very few minutes, you're seeing that a little.
Yeah.
But I don't think you'll see that even by game 5. These
Yeah.
guys know how to play basketball.
I don't think it's a talent issue.
Yeah.
I think it's just an experience issue at this point. But they're going to develop that experience throughout the
Yeah,
season.
yeah, totally agree with you, Kellen. Totally agree.
Anything else you want to add about?
No, I mean, I've pretty much said my piece. I'm excited to get the second half going here. We'll turn it back over to Zane and Caden here when they are ready. And let's go Lewis County.
Yep.
Hey, kid, I want your lunch money now. No, I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. No! Leave me alone. Give it
Please,
now!
this happened last week. Same time, I don't have any money.
Don't bully. What's up, dude?
Yeah, you do. You have it every
I don't have
I
money.
see you paying every day.
I don't got money. I don't got anything!
Come on, into your pockets. Hey, get up, man. Don't bully.
Don't bully, guys. It's not cool.
Bob!
I want to make this very apparent.
Mr. Dick is broke.
You really make me
You
mad.
look at his shoes, he can't even afford Adidas. Like, listen, he's on the soft, freaking nerd.
Nerd.
I can't do anything.
You're a
I do it
nerd.
every day.
No bullying in these classrooms.
Yeah, buddy, not a bully. Bullying is for clowns. Don't be a clown.
Well, we're back. Hey, there we go. We got you a camera.
We are back with second half of action, and it's the Minutemen's ball. And I think we got a shaky camera up. It's cutting in and out a little bit, but it's the best we could get with what we were able to do during halftime in the interviews. It's Mudis Paul now up top, driving, and he'll kick it back out to Gillespie. Gillespie to Hayhurst. Hayhurst open corner three, no good. Rebound Mudis Paul.
Well, the reason we don't have the camera underneath of us is because it lost power. I don't know why or how it lost power because we have power to everything else. It lost power. So we got that camera for you right now. I will say that is a brand new camera we got yesterday. So excited to see how it looks.
Putnam with the two there for Lewis County, and that is Hayes driving. Floater, he's got it. Quick response from the Preston Knights. Robinson now taking it up the floor for the Minutemen. Robinson looking, he's driving over a White, layup, no good. Rebound by Bechtel, but kind of clobbered as soon as he got his hands on it. And I think that's going to be a foul on Robinson. That'll go for Robinson's second, and it'll be Hayes on the inbound pass. Over to Manco. Manco back to Hayes. Hayes up the floor. He's got Schmidl. Hayes driving, spinning, pass broken up. Mudis Paul now on the attack. Mudis Paul driving, and I believe that's going to be a foul on Bechtel. Is either Bechtel or Manco. I don't know if it's 23 or 32. Either way, Mudis Paul is on the line shooting now for the Minutemen. His first one is no good.
I will say for Paul last year, we got JV stats from Kellen. That's who was just talking to you there a second ago. Special thanks to him. He helped me out a lot today. But impressive. Lucas Paul went 55 from 77 at the free throw line, giving him 71% from the free throw line as his second shot's no good. Put up by Max Gillespie is good. 1 point game here with 6:30 left.
Schmidl driving. Schmidl finishing on the glass. Hayhurst to Robinson. Gillespie's down tying his shoe. Robinson's going to slow down the tempo.
I kind of feel like this quarter is going to be a fast-paced quarter. Really, no defense. It's going to be straight offense.
We've seen a glimpse of that so far with points not have necessarily been a shortage so far. And Putnam running in
blocking foul.
Putnam Bechtel. Bechtel. Bechtel picking up another foul, and Robinson now on the inbound pass. And he'll get it to Hayhurst. Hayhurst driving the baseline. No good. Rebound White. White up to Jenkins. Jenkins throws it. Throws it to Robinson.
This ain't football, but it's got intercepted. Layup by Robinson's no good on the pick six.
Block for Mudis. He'll catch the rebound and then throw it off the legs of Hayes. That is a little display of athleticism there for you, if you will. Great play by Mudis. Smart play, too.
I wanted that on replay, but replay wasn't set up because of the camera issues. But we'll have it now on.
Robinson to Kemper. Kemper being guarded by Jenkins, and Kemper walks. Inbound pass for the Knights coming up. It's Schmidl now with the ball. Schmidl making a move on Kemper, getting around. Floater, no good. Rebound Robinson on a fast break opportunity. Robinson, layup, and he's got it.
You talked about that at halftime, needing to convert on the fast break opportunities, and Robinson just did. 1 point game here. 4:40 left in the third quarter. Underneath to White, double teamed. Still got it.
Something we've seen quite a few times there from White. Patient shooter right there, so let the defenders jump around him and then able to get a much cleaner look. Minutemen now down by 3. Robinson drives. He's got it. 1 point game again. Ball in the hands of Hayes. Hayes driving on the right side of the court.
Hey, wide open three.
No good. Hit off the back of the glass, and Kemper will foul.
I think that's going to be 2 shots. Yep.
And that's 2 shots coming up for Bechtel.
Bechtel went 67% from the free throw line at 32 of 48 attempts last year.
Bechtel's first shot is good.
Ben Putnam checking into the game for Maddox Gillespie. Suzanne, you said at the beginning of the broadcast you weren't able to be here last week due to wrestling, so you was over there at Buchanan last week, right?
Yep.
So do you have anything this week coming up?
Actually, tomorrow is our home tournament, the McFly Outdoors tournament here at Lewis County High School. It's Friday and Saturday. Friday is a team day where teams are competing for the team championship, and Saturday is all individual days. Down low pass to Kemper is good for
Wide
2.
open.
But if you're bored tomorrow or Saturday and you say, hey, I'd like to see some teenage kid get thrown, come out and support the wrestling team. We would appreciate it.
Bachtel, corner, swings it to Schmidl.
Schmidl.
Schmidl in the middle.
He was on the middle. He was on the corner, Caden.
he was driving to the middle.
Uh,
Schmidl inbouncing.
It's Bachtel, and he'll get it over to Hayes. Hayes dribbling.
Driving from corner, hands it out to Bachtel.
Schmidl now. Schmidl over to Bachtel. Bachtel driving. Shot, no good. Rebound, McKee whistles. .23 with a shove. That is going to be McKee.
That's going to be 2 shots. The crowd didn't like that one. Well, Zane, speaking of something else that's going on this weekend, cheerleaders are heading to States on Saturday. They're going to be down at the Charleston Civic Center, 3 p.m. So if you don't want to see some teenagers throwing around other teenagers and you want to go watch cheerleading,
They also throw each other around,
well,
Caden.
true. Yeah, more of an acrobatics act instead of like combat. You also got that on Saturday, so. Spin move from Mudaspaw. He was fouled on the shot. 2 shots for him.
Good move by Mudaspaw on getting to the rim there. And his first one is good. And while Mudaspaw is shooting his second one, Coach Sims is having a little discussion with his local referee. And we're back to a 1-point game here at Lewis County High School with Preston now with the ball. It's Hayes. Floater. No good. And
Offensive foul.
It's going to be on Hayes.
That's going to get Preston their 4th foul of the quarter. Next one will send the Minutemen to bonus, and it'll be foul shots rest of the way. Robinson carrying it down the floor for the Minutemen. It's at the top of the key. Screen by Maddox Gillespie. Underneath for Maddox Gillespie. That's up, and he's fouled. 2 shots coming his way. 2 shots rushed the way in this quarter. 2:30 left in the quarter. With the foul shots here, Gillespie can tie this game up.
Gillespie's first shot is good, and now we have a tie ball game at 36.
So the Maids last night went over to their Route 33 rival, Buchanan Upshur, and picked up their first win of the season, 73-48 last night.
Gillespie's second shot is good, and I believe that's the first Minutemen lead of the night. 37-36, Minutemen in the lead. Schmidl with a deep 3, and Preston takes the lead right back.
Robinson will carry it back up the floor for the Minutemen. Screen by Gillespie. Hands it out to Kemper. He'll look to drive. Foul line underneath to Gillespie. Offensive rebounds. Good and one. That's Tristan Smith's third foul of the game.
Gillespie's no good. Rebound Carlton. And he'll get a shooting foul. And he'll be on the line. That foul will be on number 24, Smith.
Well, actually, you do have Carlton free throw stats over there, Zane. Let's see them.
Carlton, as of last year, 50%.
Well,
another
50% right there.
Another offensive rebound on free throws. That is Minutemen's third one tonight, and that is
Nice recovery by Hayhurst there.
That is an impressive number right there. 3 rebounds off of free throws for the team shooting it. That's not something you very often see, but they've been able to do it quite a few times tonight.
Offensive foul on Gillespie as Carlton was trying to inbounds there. Anyways, it's a 1-point lead here with 1:55 left in the third quarter.
Backdoor to inbounds. He'll give it to Schmidl.
Full court pressure here.
Schmidl to Manco. Manco's pass is broken up by Putman, but Schmidl has it again. And we've got timeout for Preston. And it was very close to 10 seconds, so Preston will use one of their timeouts here in the third quarter with 1:46 to go. Your score, Minutemen 40, Preston Knights 39.
Hey, you know what? I want to go and reflect on last year. I do this a lot, but let's go to Peyton Goodwin's 3-point winner, buzzer beater for the sectional title. Well, we tried. We tried. We'll get it to you next time. How about that?
Manco now dribbling it up the court, and I believe they're going to get Xander Carlton with a foul.
That's going to send Preston to the foul line?
And yes, it will.
So that'll give Preston the double bonus.
You know, is it still called a double bonus now that the rules have changed?
Well, I mean, if we're going by traditional, it's double bonus.
Either way, it's Manco at the line, and his first one is good.
I thought the Minutemen done a really good job keeping the fouls down at this point in time. And there's Owen DeBar.
Owen DeBar was going to join us, but he had off-season track practice. He's coming to beat me this track season because he's putting in a lot more work at track than I am. I'm just going to be honest. Putnam now in the paint looking for something, and he'll be fouled. Putnam's first is good. And that'll tie the game at 41 apiece. Putnam's second shot is good. Manco taking it up the floor for the Knights. Over to LaRue.
LaRue, corner, hands it back out to Manco.
Bachtel over to LaRue. LaRue back to Bachtel. Bachtel for three. He's got it. Big three there from Bachtel, and that'll give the Preston Knights the lead again, 42-44. Carlton over to Baxter. Baxter down to Putnam. Putnam looking, kicks it out to Hayhurst.
Hayhurst looking to drive from foul line, hands it out corner. Baxter saves it. Hayhurst looking for Putnam. Putnam gets it from the foul line, and that'll tie it back up. 45 seconds left here in the third quarter. Manco to LaRue, corner, hands it back to Manco. Now Schmidl. Schmidl in the corner, not in the middle.
Bachtel knowing he's missed, man, he crashed the board hard. He must have felt it off the release.
Putnam with the rebound, hands it to Carlton. Carlton taking it up the floor. And that's going to...
And they're hitting somebody with something, but I'm not 100% sure who it is and what they're doing.
I think they got Carlton with an elbow, but obviously we have an advantage with our view. I didn't see where the foul was really in play there.
I thought he threw up the number that it was Putman. I don't know. A lot was going on right there, but Schmidl now with the ball over to LaRue. LaRue driving, floater. He's got it, and that'll be a 2-point lead for the Preston Knights with 3 seconds left. 2 seconds left. Carlton's got it from half court. It's good if it counts, or it counts if it's good. It's no good. 44-46. Preston Knights are up going into the fourth quarter. Caden, we got ourselves a good ball game in the makings.
That we do. I was really impressed from the turnaround from halftime to third quarter. I think they played a really improved game offensively and defensively. I think the Minutemen done a really good job keeping the fouls down and getting Preston in foul trouble. I think they've done a really good job from the foul line shooting. I think that's why they have a little bit of a lead right now. I'm telling you, in these close games, foul shots is really where you really win your games. Like I said, it was going to be a fast-paced game offensively. But back to Carlton here at midcourt. If that was a foul, we should have went and shot 2 shots. Okay. Okay. So just a clarification from Dusty Metzger, offensive fouls do not send you to the foul line, but it does count to your total team fouls for the quarter.
I think it's funny, we put our fouls and the total or timeouts left or whatever. But our fouls not where I don't really know. It's a new scoreboard, so I'm assuming it works. I just think we're putting it where our old scoreboard had to be put.
Back to Manco. Manco looking drive, hands it to
That's Schmidl, and it's no good. Rebound. Bachtel after being tipped 100 times. Bachtel shoots. No good. Rebound Mudaspal.
Good rebound there, especially when Putnam was on the floor.
Robinson, and he's got it. That'll tie the game at 46. It's Manco again. Over to Schmidl.
Schmidl, top the key, hands it to
LaRue. LaRue to Bachtel. Back to 31. He is not listed in their team's roster, so I really don't know his name. And that is Schmidl with the triple right there, and that'll give Preston back to a 3-point lead. Robinson passing to the cheerleaders, caught by Brindley Wilson. Illegible receiver downfield. Preston's ball.
Oh.
Manco now with possession. Manco. He'll get to Schmidl. Schmidl. Open three. That's a dagger. Schmidl is hot right now, shooting 2 for 2 in the past 2 attempts and triples.
I think with where the Minutemen, we need to change up the defense and try to cover the 3-point shot. Gillespie from corner underneath. That shot's no good. Try to get the offensive rebound, but that's Schmidl on the rebound. Fast break guarded by Munispaul. Hands it to LaRue. Corner for Manco.
Back to Schmidl. 3, and this time he misses.
Ben Putnam with the rebound.
A little bit of a heat check there for Schmidl.
Robinson to carry it up the floor for the Minutemen. He'll look to the corner. Right side corner. Now top the key. Hand it to Kyle Hayhurst. Left corner. Robinson driving right side, and he was fouled. It's going to be 2 shots for Robinson. That foul was on Manco. Hey, we got the huddle camera back up.
And we are finally back to all of our operating angles. It only took half the game, but
well,
more than happy for it to be back.
As Robinson gets his first shot.
If you guys bared through all of that, thank you. It
means a lot.
Yeah, we really do appreciate it. So we're trying our best to give you the best production we can, and today we're having to do it without Miss White, which is a very big loss for this production team.
For sure.
Munispaul jumps the pass. Putnam over to Robinson. Robinson open 3, foot on the line though. No good. Hayhurst, he's got it.
With the offensive rebound.
Putnam had the pass broken up, but it'll roll out of bounds.
I just seen it rolling by his feet and rolling out of bounds, so I'm not sure exactly what happened. Someone called a full timeout, so we'll send you to commercial break. We'll give you no school spirits PSA coming to you in 2 seconds.
About time, were you meant?
I'm sorry,
Were you talking to another guy? I don't. Whatever. Let's go. We're gonna be late for the party. Why are you drinking that? Like, actually drink. Like, for real.
I don't want to drink tonight.
I don't care. What are you doing? I can't eat. Let's go, guys.
I don't know what the problem is, bro. She's so wasted, dude. And fell all over on the table, bro. Knocked down my cup home.
No, stop. I don't want this. No, stop. I don't.
Well, we're going to have Hayes on the inbounds. Lily don't want no part of that down there. She's backing up.
Hayes will find Schmidl. Schmidl down to Bachtel. And that pass is intercepted by Maddox, or Gillespie rather. But they go out of bounds with it, so that ball will remain with Preston.
Yeah. The anonymous player for our roster.
And back to 31. And he'll give it to Bachtel. Bachtel to Hayes.
Preston looked to set the screen there. Minutemen's in 2-3 defense here.
Hayes to Schmidl. Schmidl to Jenkins. Jenkins to Hayes.
Underneath.
Hayes driving. Shot no good. Rebound Putnam. Putnam out to Robinson.
Robinson carrying up the floor now across half court. He's got Hayhurst in the corner. Instead, Munispaul 3. That's good.
Big time three for the Minutemen as they'll take a 1-point lead with 4:30 left to go.
Maddox does a good job getting back on defense. Blocked it.
I don't know if you could hear that through your mic, but that was the loudest clap I've ever heard from Caden. That was loud. It pierced my ears. But definitely
Full timeout for the Minutemen.
momentum
We'll
is
Marshall.
fully with Lewis County Minutemen after the
We'll give
3-point
you
and
an
block.
anti-bullying PSA coming your way in 2 seconds.
Hey kid, I want your lunch money now. No, I want that. I didn't do anything to you. I didn't do anything. No! Leave me alone. Give it
Please,
now.
this happened last week. Same time, I don't have any money.
Don't bully. What's up, dude?
Yeah, you do. You have it every
I don't
day.
have
I
money.
see you paying every day.
I don't got money. I don't got anything.
Someone into your pockets. Hey, get on, man. Don't bully.
Don't bully, guys. It's not cool.
Stop! I want to make this very apparent.
Mr. D is broke.
You really make me
You
mad.
look at his shoes. He can't even afford Adidas. Like, listen, tell him to stop. Freaking nerd.
Nerd.
I can't do anything.
You're a
I do it
nerd.
every day.
No bullying in these classrooms.
Yeah, buddy, not a bully.
All right. We could have finished it, but anyways, we're back from the Maddox Gillespie block that I almost deafened everyone up here.
Not quite, though. I can still hear you. And Hayes with the inbound pass. Hayes lofter up to Bachtel. Bachtel somehow got it and shot no good. Rebound by Bachtel. He gets his own rebound there.
It's going to be foul.
They're going to give that to Hayhurst. Hayhurst will make his way to the bench, and Kemper will make his way to the court. Hayes receives the pass. Hayes dribbling out. Gillespie guarding him. Bachtel. Robinson guarding. Bachtel driving. Bachtel falling. And they're going to get Robinson on the foul. Another inbound pass for Preston. And it'll go to Hayes, just like the last time. Hayes dribbling, looking, tries to dump it off to White, but it'll be in the hands of Mudis-Paul. Mudis-Paul driving up the court. And I think that's going to be a foul on Hayes.
Yep.
It is.
No, Schmidl.
Schmidl picks up his third. Robinson with the inbound pass.
Robinson needs to do something. I think the defense is too relaxed right here.
Kemper with the ball, looking to try to get it into Putnam. Putnam making a move, kicks it wide open three for Robinson, and it's no good. Rebound Hayes. And Kemper trying to get a jump ball. Whistles, and they're going to hit Kemper with a penalty there. Foul, rather.
Anyways, that's Hayes on the inbounds.
Bachtel. And he'll try to stop and shoot, and he's got it, and that'll give Preston a lead with 3 minutes left to go. And Manny barely saving it. Kemper over to Gillespie.
Gillespie looks to drive underneath. That's a wide open layup. It's good.
I don't know about wide open. That was quite impressive for Gillespie to finish in traffic, but great drive there. Hayes will have it.
Top of the key. It's got Bachtel. Aaron White setting the screen. It's going to be fouled.
He could have got that on just about anybody, but he'll choose Gillespie.
Gillespie's left some stuff in the tank here for these last few minutes. You can tell. Turn up the intensity.
That's Gillespie's third. So not real worrisome foul trouble here for the Minutemen, with 3 fouls being the most with Robinson and Gillespie. Uh, they got fouls on just about everybody, but with 2 minutes left to go, no real fear of fouling out.
Minutemen's in man-to-man defense. They'll hand it out to Bachtel. Corner three, shot, no good.
Rebound by Schmidl, and Schmidl has it. Easy left-hand finish.
Trying to spin move. They tip the ball, and it's going to be jump ball. Don't know whose possession goes to.
I believe Lewis. And it is Lewis ball. Minutemen pass incoming. Robinson a pass to Putnam. Putnam no good. Gets his own rebound.
It's going to be a foul on the floor. That's going to be Aaron White's foul, I'm assuming. That's what we're going to go with. Either way, Kemper looked to shoot the corner three, except he went for the floater. No good. Back the other way for Manco. And Preston County will call a timeout.
2-minute warning, if you will, Caden.
Hey, if we're going by football rules, that'd been a free timeout. But anyways, we'll give you Peyton Goodwin's sectional buzzer beater 3-pointer shot, whatever you want to call it. The legendary 3-point buzzer beater that won the sectional game for the Maids last year.
Hayes passing to Smith. Dangerous pass there. Hayes back with the ball.
You can go in the backcourt on inbounds.
Smith trying to set a screen. Hayes is not using it. Schmidl almost losing the ball, but they're going to get a foul on Gillespie. That is Gillespie's fourth, and we officially have somebody in foul trouble.
And that'll send Preston County to the foul line. That'll send Schmidl to the foul line. He was 15 of 21 last year, giving him 71%.
What's your call with Gillespie?
I feel like that was a foul that you did not need to commit, especially with 2 minutes practically left in this game.
I was more asking if you wanted to leave him in or not. I wouldn't.
I would say yes.
I wouldn't want to take him out. If he fouls out, it's a loss, but it's not too bad unless this thing goes into overtime. I say let him play it out. Robinson off the glass, no good. Rebound Smith, and surrounded by 3 different Minutemen defenders. Jump ball, and that'll be Preston's. Never mind, they're going to hit somebody with a foul. Who's the lucky? I think Mudis Paul. I believe Mudis Paul picks up a foul there.
But if you are Maddox Gillespie, you have to play very cautious here.
Either way, that's Smith who misses his first. With 3-point lead from Preston, this would make it a 2-score game, and with a minute and 30 to go, that could be crucial. Either way, timeout from Lewis County. Caden, what are you doing in your situation? We get this on offense. Who are we trying to get it the hands to? Or who are we trying to get the ball in the hands of, I should say.
Obviously, if they make the shot, full court press. You would probably want Mudis Paul on the inbounds. have Robinson or Kemper to inbounds too. And I'm telling Ben Putnam, Maddox Gillespie to get back right around half court to assist if you need. And you put Robinson and Kemper kind of by the 3-point line and the hash.
If he misses this, are you one of those guys you want the triple to tie it up, or you feel a little bit safer on taking maybe the easier bucket with the 2?
Go the easy route. That really helped.
He does miss it there.
Missed both foul shots. That is a big advantage for the Minutemen here. Going into the final minute of this game. There's going to be a foul on
Schmidl. I believe that's Schmidl's 4th. That is his 4th, so
Hayhurst is coming in for Kemper.
one more foul for Schmidl when he's out of the game. Gillespie with the ball over to Robinson. Robinson dribbling. Moodis Paul.
Working to the top of the key. He'll drive. Hand it off to Ben Putnam. He'll drive. Floater. No good.
Hayes fighting people off over to Manco. Manco down to Smith. Smith back to Manco. They're playing a little bit keep away. Less than a minute to go. It's Schmidl. Hayes.
Minutemen don't foul here. And they do.
You have to foul, Caden. Before the Minutemen were able to foul, Preston was able to run some time off the clock there. 43 seconds left to go in this ball game with 3 seconds left. The first one's no good, and that's a breath of hope for the Minutemen. The student section appears to be making their way over to Hayes in attempts of distracting him. This is kind of funny to watch.
It didn't work.
It did not work. He'll make the second. 2-possession game. Minutemen need to strike fast. Manny driving, looking for something. Moodis Paul. Moodis Paul. 3. Is it there? It's not. Rebound. Putnam puts it back. And that's a 2-point game. How are you so loud at clapping, Caden? My goodness, that's the loudest claps I've ever heard. A 3-point play and opportunity here for the Minutemen with 31 seconds left to go.
Someone fouled out. I don't think the shot count. It did count.
Yeah, we were down by 4.
Yeah.
With a chance to make it a 1-point game. The Jazz fingers are in full effect. Putnam. It's good. 1-point game for the Minutemen and timeout. Lewis County. 1 point, 31 seconds. Crucial moments, Caden.
Ooh.
I'm very excited.
Me too. I don't know what you do in this situation because Preston gets the ball back.
You simply cannot let Preston take the last shot. I mean, we have to get the ball back in some form of. Now, I'm in favor of seeing who they put out. If they put out Smith, I'm in favor of pressing, and as soon as Smith gets the ball, fouling him because he's been arguably the worst Preston Knight at the free throw line tonight. The people you do not want to be fouling are Schmidl, or I'm not a fan of fouling.
I'm not a fan
of fouling
Aaron
Bachtel, but I doubt White will be in the game.
I mean, you got Schmidl.
Your best bet, I'm thinking, is Hayes or Manco. You're not going to want to foul LaRue or Schmidl or Bachtel, so that leaves Manco and Hayes as your ideal people to foul, but I assume Minutemen's press is going to be here. And it's all 5 people before half court, so hopefully man-to-man press here. Manco has it. They were playing. Manning, I think, was looking for a foul there. Putnam will take a foul. You know, it's good to see Putnam's not in foul trouble. Usually, late game situations, he's not one of the cleaner people to be taking fouls, but with only having 2 prior to that, making it his 3rd with 21 left, he was in a situation where he could foul. It is Schmidl on the line, not necessarily ideal, but we needed the time to stop as Schmidl knocks down the first.
Well, there's Aaron White on the floor. 2-point game.
And Schmidl makes them both.
If you're Minutemen, you need to make a 3. You're looking for a Kyle Hayhurst, Manny Robinson, or Lucas Mudaspaul 3 right here.
Who's going to put on their superhero cape and late game situation for the Minutemen? And that could be costly with 7 seconds. Robinson's pass goes out of bounds.
Ian Faley wants to walk off.
Very costly turnover there. Robinson's pass just missing the hands of Hayhurst there, and this could be the ball game if the Minutemen aren't able to get another look.
You have to get a turnover off the inbounds, and you can't get it to go across half court.
Yep.
It's my philosophy. You need, like Dusty said, a 5-second call, a turnover off the inbounds. Hopefully they don't go across half court, and you need a wide open 3, and hope and pray that it goes in to send this one to overtime.
Yeah, because we definitely have this. The ESPN analytics are saying it's not great. But,
you know, it's 4th down and 3. I'm saying go for it.
Well, you have to go for it. Not much option here, but
Well, I like to see the man-to-man here on the inbounds for the Minutemen.
Putnam in your face is not an easy task to throw over. It's a big lob and nice tackle from Robinson. If he was playing football, that was perfect timing on waiting for contact with the ball. I mean, superstar DB potential. I really probably shouldn't be making jokes because this is late game scenario and not ideal situations. And Manco, who I would have argued would have been the ideal person to foul from the get go, is now on the line, and if he makes one of them, it's a dagger.
We're going to the Owen DeBar quotes.
And he makes his first. And I'm not a genius, but I'm pretty sure Preston's coach was yelling, "Don't foul. Don't foul." As a 4-point play is now what the Minutemen need to win and make it 5. I don't exactly know how this is going to happen. Hayhurst looking, driving, floater, no good, rebound, White, and what is your ball game? Your Preston County Knights 63 and your hometown Minutemen 58 as a heartbreaking thriller goes the way of the visitors tonight's game.
Well, that's your ball game.
I'd like to give a huge shout out to Emily Gum, who was our statistician today, Jackson Koger, who stepped up in big ways in running our computer. Down on running the floor camera is
Izzy Doulier.
I never remember her last name. And of course, up here in the press box, I'm Zane Stewart alongside
the Caden Smith.
Sleep night.
Well,
night from Lewis County.
Actually, I want to say some things.
What do you want to say, Caden?
Well, I want to give a special thanks to the 6 man on the floor, the cheerleaders. They're led by Elise Moneypenny. They're going to states, so if you're not doing anything, if you ain't going to come watch the wrestlers, possibly go out and watch cheerleading. The ROTC color guard, which Izzy Doulier was a part of as well too tonight for the presentation of the flags, is led by Sergeant Linger. The fans attending this evening's game, especially the student section, had a really good turnout for the frat theme tonight. Um, and the LCN production crew. It's led by Leslie White. She wasn't here tonight, but you had myself.
And myself.
um, had Jackson Koger running the computer. My mind just went blank. Emily Gum running the stats, doing stats for us, and Izzy Doulier doing camera. If you enjoyed tonight's broadcast, be sure to spread the word and join us next week for girls basketball on Wednesday night. And we'll see you next time. And for now, peace out, Minutemen Nation.